So, the so called leader of the free world, far from it, as we all know, has bluntly just told every one of us that is part of the working class that he needs $1.5 trillion to continue this war that does not benefit you or me or anyone in the working class or anyone in the world that is part of the working class. And bluntly told us in the United States that that's more necessary than healthcare, than helping the people in need that strictly rely on government assistance, state assistance. He bluntly said that state assistance for our health is not important, that defense spending, military, is more important. Well, I'm sure that I'm not the only one alone here, but if you ask me what I think about that, I think it's... Welcome back to the Life, Unity, and Freedom channel. I am your host, Max. I think that this is a game. Like, I mean, come on. Help me, y'all. Please help me. This is just a giant soap opera. It's just a game. We are just a game to this American government. The working class, we're just a game to them. We do not matter to them. It doesn't matter what political inclinations we have. More and more, if you pay attention to every single move that they're doing, it's predictable. Every single move the government does is predictable. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. Everything they're doing is predictable. Just pay close attention to it, and you can see that every single move they have is predictable. If you hear the Silicon Valley, oligarchs that are, bringing in the AI movement, they'll be doing stuff that they know for sure is going to have a negative impact on the working class, but then they'll go out and say something along the lines, oh yeah, no, but we're going to have you guys work less, and we're going to pay you, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. But we all very well know that if they're pitching something nice to us, is because we're getting screwed over somewhere else, and they are 100% sure gonna benefit from this. 100%. This government ain't gonna do nothing for us, for you, for your kids, for your parents, for your grandparents, for the poor, for those in need, for the homeless, for the veterans. They're not gonna do anything for anybody that is not a multi-millionaire or a billionaire, unless they're gonna win somehow. They're not going to do anything for us. Never. It's not going to happen. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Just pay attention. Follow the money, and follow the breadcrumbs, and you'll find out this is true. This U.S. government ain't never going to do nothing for us and for you and for your family and for your kids. Our future, the future of this country, they ain't going to do nothing for them. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Unless it's going to benefit them. That is the USA government. It's ridiculous if you really think about it. Just think about this for a second. And please comment below and let me know what you think about this. Please. And share the video if you're inclined to do so. If they can print money endlessly, which they can, whoever says they can, I mean, come on, like, let's be honest. Come on, they can. They've been doing it. If they can print money, as much money as they want, And we know this, and there's still things that we can get, like free childcare, free healthcare, free government housing for those that are elderly. What else? Free college, free food for kids that go to school. What else? What else? There's so many things, so many things that the government can do that other smaller countries are already doing and have been doing. Pensions, bring back unions that benefit us, the working class. Lower the retirement age. Invest more on Social Security and create other programs that is going to help the people that are retiring, because everything falls on us, the working class. The current working class is holding everything on their backs for those that are already retired, and more people are going to be retiring, and more things are going to be in our backs, and they're not going to want us to retire. Like all the AI billionaire oligarchs say, they don't think that there's going to be any retirement, and we, the current working class, are going to be screwed, especially if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. You're going to be screwed. So they can print endless money, but they choose not to use that money to help the working class and help us out in all those things that I just pointed out. So it's a choice. The U.S. government chooses not to do this. So knowingly, they're doing this. It's like they are knowingly poisoning us, because we're the only country that uses 10,000 or more chemicals in their food. We're the only species on planet Earth that poison something and then eat it. Only the humankind do that. And our government knowingly approves of these chemicals to be used on us and on the foods that we eat that are banned in hundreds of countries around the world. These are facts. Just facts. The U.S. government is poisoning its working. There's no middle class anymore. It's just the working class. That's it. The lower working class and the elite. That's it. There's no middle class. Forget about that. It's an illusion. They are knowingly poisoning us and our children. Knowingly. It's facts. I'm not just saying it. You can look it up. There's a lot of information out there that you can find. And there's no country on planet Earth that uses more chemicals in their food than the United States of America. There's none. And those are facts. So they are knowingly poisoning us by choice. There is a thin line. There's a thin line between normalcy and chaos. And the United States consistently crosses that line. Consistently. And that is where we're at in this country. That is exactly where we're at. Where do we go from here? Is a better question. Where do we go from here? We know all these facts. We see that it does not matter what we need. It only matters what the elite needs. We're being surveilled continuously, 24/7. Now they have cameras everywhere, supposedly monitoring for crime, stolen cars and whatnot, and there's cameras everywhere now. They're putting more and more cameras so they can have 24/7 surveillance on us and our every move. Those are just facts. Reality. They're already able to check everything we do. And now more cameras. Where does it end? Where does it end? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Where does it end? No politician is going to come and save us. Forget about that. No single politician is going to come and save us. It's just not going to happen. If it was going to happen, it would have already happened. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but it's just not going to happen. It's up to us. It's up to you. It's up to the working class to stand up and fight for ourselves, because no one is coming to help us. No one's coming to help us. No one. It's like here in Texas, our governor, Greg Abbott, has an agreement for all these AI data centers that are going to be built here. I know that they already foresee that there's going to be a cancellation or a stoppage on all those, AI data centers being built because of the war. But I mean, who knows, honestly, if that's really a thing. And I hope that it happens. I really do. Because AI data centers, doesn't matter what they tell you. The honest truth is this, that when they build an AI data center, they build it. The people that they bring in to build a data center is not from your town. It's going to be somebody from out of state. They come, they build it, they leave, and a data center can be ran by maybe 5 to 10 people. And those 5 to 10 people are not going to be people from your city either. And that data center is going to be burning fossil fuels like there is no tomorrow. Our electric bills are going to skyrocket, and your city mayor ain't going to do nothing about it. Nobody's going to help you with that. You're going to probably end up paying more in a light bill than your mortgage. Your water bill, forget about it. Your water, which is what we all need to survive, right? What's going to happen to our drinking water? In Texas, there's already droughts. There's droughts everywhere in so many places in the United States. And data centers consume so much water. But these people I don't know where their minds are at. These people that are running, governors, mayors, congressmen and women, all these political figures, I don't know where their heads are at. I mean, I'm sure that they're way too in deep there up their asses, because unless you're gonna go all live happily ever after in an island with endless resorts of water, it's gonna get difficult for them too. Because where are they gonna get all these resources from? And please comment below if you know where they're gonna be getting this and where they're gonna be leaving, because as they build these data centers, they're pretty much destroying everything for everybody. The contamination that they create, it's sad. It destroys the air quality. It creates gases that can cause cancer. I mean, these are facts. And again, like I was saying before, the US government and our states representatives are doing this knowingly. They are knowingly trying to kill us, the working class. They're knowingly doing it. And there's not going to be a Superman that's going to come and help us. It's up to us, like I said it before. We are the ones that are going to have to help ourselves. We are the ones that are going to end up, if we want to survive, going to have to be dependent on each other. Unity, community. That's what it's going to be all about. We cannot depend on politicians. They've never been dependable to begin with. Never. The funny thing is this, that all the problems that we have in this country were created by the people that run this country. Every single problem that we have in this country was created by the very same people that run the country. Isn't that crazy? That you claim to be the greatest country on the universe, but yet you're destroying your very own country and the people that created that country. Isn't that something? Now, we have the war going on, 40 days already? Things are not going to be normal after this war is over. I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe years, maybe months, who knows? But it ain't going to be the same. Because the word is that Iran, the oil that comes out of Iran, I think is 20 to 30% of the oil that comes out of Iran. Iran has complete control of it. Who is able to, go in and out? And USA, because they're helping Israel, the psychopathic Israel government that have been murdering Palestinians and now people from Lebanon as well, and who God knows who else. The Zionists, they've been murdering people because they want to rule the Middle East. That's what Israel wants, to rule the Middle East. United States is in this mess because of them. And who's going to benefit? Them. United States is going to end up screwed. The USA is not going to win that war. Boots on the ground is going to be completely a disaster. Pete Hegseth, you guys can look this up, before the war started, had invested on some entity in the military-industrial complex because he knew that he would want to go. They were going to eventually get into this war, and he was going to profit out of it. He was going to become a multi-millionaire or a billionaire. Now that goes to show you the real intent. They're doing all this because they're going to profit out of it, because of paper. After the war is over, Iran is going to be the fourth superpower, is what they say. And they will be, now they're going to have the capability to build nukes or whatever they want. They were never a threat to the United States or anybody. They were never a threat. They really never were a threat. It was just all bullshit. Like every other war in the Middle East has always been bullshit. But the bad thing is that because we rely on that oil, Iran is going to have more leverage. They're going to end up negotiating with China and with other countries in the Middle East and in Europe. USA is going to end up screwed. By the time that they are able to somehow be able to use the crude oil that they have in Venezuela, I don't know how long that's going to take. If that's their plan. But all I know is that we're going to end up being screwed. We might not be able to see it now, but I'm almost certain that by the end of the year, there is going to be a major change that is going to be impacting all of us negatively. Food shortages or food prices are going to be skyrocketed. Gas, electricity. There is going to be something that is going to be impacted by this war negatively, and we're all going to pay for it. Because we always pay for everything, the working class. We always pay for everything. So all these things that are going on are only going to impact us negatively. This government clearly don't give a shit about us. Doesn't matter if it's Democrats, Republicans, doesn't matter. This Congress that we have, all of it, the good politicians is like finding a needle in a haystack. That's how screwed up, how polluted and how corrupt it is. That's how messed up it is. Isn't it crazy that if you really think about it, that there's so many politicians that are Israel first? Israel first, a fucking country that's across Europe, that has zero to do with us, with you, with me. They don't have anything to do with us, and they're putting them first. I mean, I would be okay if they would say Mexico, Canada. Even a country in South America. No, a country in the Middle East across the pond that don't do shit for us or you or your family. They don't do nothing for us. Never have. And we've been sending them money and weapons for decades. And what have they done for you? What? Why don't you ever hear politicians say, no, the American people first, and they actually do something about it? Not just talk, no, actually do. Because they always talk. They don't do. No, Israel first. Taking pictures with Benjamin Netanyahu. What about us? We're the ones that are living here, that are being impacted. Who gives a shit about Israel? Honestly. What about us? We're the ones living here. We're the ones paying for these wars. Our families are being impacted by this. When do we get our share? When are we first? When is the American people first? That's the question that we want to ask ourselves. When? When is it our time? When is it our turn? Because it seems like never. It seems like never. Mexico just announced that they're going to offer free healthcare to its citizens. Mexico. What about us? $1.5 trillion to defense, military defense. We have like what, 500 military bases, or I don't know how many military bases across the world. Do we need all those military bases? And if you really think about it, why do we have all those military bases? Because we keep invading other countries, murdering their people and their leaders, planting CIA seeds to run the show the way US wants with the US Christian ideologies, Christian nationalism. And the US government is scared that they're going to eventually retaliate. The USA is not a hero. And I don't give a crap if people think that I'm anti-patriotic. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I don't. How is it patriotic knowing that your country is invading third world countries and murdering their people when the USA is a superpower and has more nukes than almost anybody? Maybe Russia has more than us, but that's about it. And we're always the heroes. That's the story that people buy. Like, how is it that the person invading another country and killing their people and then accusing them of them being the bad people become the heroes? How does that work? It's like saying a man had a gun, went and killed a bad guy. The bad guy didn't have a gun, didn't cause any issues, and then coming back and saying, hey, I killed the bad guy, when the bad guy didn't even have the gun. So the only bad guy is the guy that caused the problem. USA is the bad guy. And has been for a long time. Freedom. What freedom do we have? What freedom do we have? Although there's laws for everything. Left and right laws for everything. But they only apply to you, to me. They don't apply to the elite. They don't apply to politicians. They get away with everything. We're controlled. We're controlled. Just think about it. It's the illusion of freedom. In the words of George Carlin,
one more item for you, the last in our civics book. Rights. Boy, everyone in this country's always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right, you have no right, we have a right, they don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. The Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, shit like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea, cute, but that's all, cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck, here we go again. Here we go again. The God excuse, the last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't describe must have come from God. Personally, folks, I believe that if your rights came from God, He would have given you the right to some food every day, and He would have given you the right to a roof over your head. God would have been looking out for you. God would have been looking out for you. You know that?
we don't have rights. We have privileges. And privileges can be taken away like that. Think about that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for today. I thank you, every single one of you, for your support. please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel inclined to do so. Take care. Peace to everybody. And until the next episode, I am your host, Max.